So April, right? In Minnesota this year, weather's been a little bit jacked. April 1st, we had a thunder blizzard, complete with hail, thunder, lightning, and heavy snow. Then we got a touch of actual spring. Then it was 90 degrees. Then it was cold again. Then it snowed again. Now today it's actually pretty nice. It's like 55 and sunny. And I want to clean the coop today because it's supposed to be going back to cold and rainy tomorrow. And looking 10 days out, it looks to be kind of cold and yucky. So April's been kind of a very crazy up and down month for weather. And I'm going to take advantage of this while I can. But today's episode, I'm going to be talking about top 5 questions you may have when it comes to cleaning and maintaining a chicken coop. First, let me introduce our 3 chickens for those of you who are new. Kenzie, would you mind doing the honors?
So this is Parmesan. She's an Easter egger. She has a crazy mind, a million things going on. She loves Scratch. She's very friendly and kind of has a weird personality. That's Pot. She's a mother hen. Trust me, she got broody. Doodle right there with the gold and white. She is very prim and proper.
Making a rare appearance outside that is now running away now that we're walking towards her. It's Barb, short for barbecue. Barb's the most skittish of all of our hens. She's a barred rock chicken or barred rock hen and doesn't want us to get near her. So she kind of hangs out in the run a lot. So if you're thinking about getting chickens, you're going to want 2 things. You're going to want a chicken coop, and this is called a chicken run. A chicken run is a kind of a fenced-in area running off of the coop. We put a roof on ours just to protect against the elements and predators. But today, I'm just going to be cleaning out the coop because that's where we need the most attention. So yeah, lots of yucky poops in here. All right, so question 1 that comes up a lot is what type of material do you use? I personally don't like pine shavings. I've never tried pine shavings. To me, they just kind of seem like they'd be a big mess. Kind of goes back to my hamster days when I'd have to clean out that cage and it would just kind of get all over the place. Personally, I like to use straw in the coop and in the run. Now, I like straw because it is dry, it is dead, and it's very good at absorbing things, and I also feel that it keeps things warm in the winter. It's very good to keep dry material in there because you want to avoid condensation. So when the chickens pee and poop and everything like that, that's going to create natural humidity in there. That actually works against them in the winter and can cause more frostbite. So I don't put hay or anything like that in there. And that brings up the question, what is hay versus straw? Aren't they the same thing? No. Straw is dead. It's yellow. It's crunchy. It's very scratchy. It's very dry. Hay is actually Timothy grass, and that's green. It's got actual live grass material in it. It's got organics. They're 2 different things. Now, in the summer and spring and fall, I typically use straw in both areas just because I like it. It's easy for me to shovel and pick up. Still gets all over the place, but not to the degree of pine shavings. But sometimes in the winter, I'll put Timothy grass in their run because they're not able to forage during the other months of the year. And they can at least scratch and get organics and some nutrition. Oh, chicken fight. No, I lost my train of thought. Yep. So in the winter, I like to put Timothy grass down in their run to give them something to actually scratch at and get nutrition out of. But I really don't do that in the summer months or the spring or the fall because the chickens are able to free range in our backyard and get the nutrition that they need from the earth, so I really don't need to do that. So I do like to use straw. All right, question number 2, where do you buy your straw? Well, there's a few different places. If I'm in a pinch, which is normally where I'm at, I go to a big box tractor supply store like Fleet Farm. If there's a Tractor Supply near you, or any basic farm supply store would have that. Big box stores are hit or miss. They usually have straw in the fall because it's decorative. but usually in the other months they don't have that, and they usually hardly ever carry Timothy grass. Another thing you could do is find local farmers on Marketplace selling straw and hay and things like that. You're usually able to get a far better rate. It's just more of a drive and more of a time suck to go out there, but hey, if you're trying to pinch pennies, it's worth it. Question number 3, how often do you need to clean it out? Is it like a cat box? No, cat boxes are once a week. Chicken coops are once every several weeks or few months. So it's late April, kind of in that area there. I haven't cleaned it out since mid-February when we had a warm spell. So it's been about 2 months. I'd say we're a little bit past due. I probably should have done it a week or 2 ago, but the weather has just not been cooperative. But I only have 4 hens. If you have a dozen or 2 dozen or more hens, obviously you're going to need to maintain this a lot more. But for you urban farmers like me, you're probably going to start off with just a handful, so you really won't have to clean it up very often. How can you tell when you need to clean it up? When things start looking gross in there. If you start smelling ammonia in there, it's usually a good time to clean it up. There's turds all over the place. I mean, duh, clean it up, right? What are you grinning for?
Huh?
What are you grinning for? You're just standing there smiling. Do I got a bug hanging?
You're videoing me. All I'm doing is making a little small backyard fire.
Oh boy, you guys got to see this. All right, and I just realized that in videoing, one of my chickens has escaped, but I've got a plan. How are you going to get over? As she frantically looks for a hole. Fly! 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 Oh, you did it, Pot. Anything for some scratch. Question number 4, how much do you use? Again, depends on your situation here. Inside that coop, I've got a 4x4 area, and this is a, I don't know, 20x4, 15x4 run. So I'm able to get away with one of these packages. This is about 18 cubic feet of straw here. I got one of these from Fleet Farm. It's pretty heavy, I don't know, maybe 25 pounds or so, 30. I'll probably end up using all of it to spread evenly between the coop and the run. All right, I've got my crappy shoes on, and I'm getting my work gloves. Let's get to work. A mask definitely helps with the allergens that are kicked up in the hay, and also simultaneously we're burning a fire. So question number 5, what do you do with all that crud once it's nasty and you clean it out? Well, there's a few things you can do. You can bag it up, put it in landscaping bags, have somebody haul it away. Like what we're doing here, you could burn it, but definitely creates a lot of smoke, and you want to make sure that you're burning safely. But there's one third option if you have a garden, and I did this last year with a lot of success, and that is using it as basically a weed block on your garden bed here. So I've got a ton in here already. I don't really need to add anything to it. I've been kind of adding to it all winter long. So I got a really good thick mat of old straw and leaves going here. And what the benefit of that is that's going to break down and provide nutrients into the soil. The chicken poops that are in there are good fertilizer for gardens, and it will hopefully it will choke out weeds and stuff from growing. This will break down, and then I'll have to put new hay on top of it, but that's months away, and we are at least 6 weeks out from planting anything, because it's mid-April, and everybody in Minneapolis knows you don't plant until right around Memorial Day, or you'll be sorry.
Someone's gonna say, why'd you smother a fire? Well, I'd say, electric batteries to the rescue.
And for the kids watching, do not do this at home. That ought to help the old asthma. So yeah, it says even though chickens are outdoor animals and they take dirt baths and they kind of poop everywhere, doesn't excuse you from actually having to clean and maintain a coop and run. It is good to make sure that whatever is in there is clean and sanitary, because if chickens get cuts in their feet can get infected, they can get respiratory infections, they can get all sorts of gross junk that you don't want to have to deal with. You want nice, happy, healthy chickens, right? Happy chickens make eggs. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go make dinner. Justin's going to keep watching this fire. Got kids I should probably feed. It's getting about that time.
Justin's gonna go smother the fire.
Justin says he's going to go smother the fire, and possibly me later, right? All right, guys, if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. I'm posting videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so stay tuned, guys.